What's up, everyone? Kate here from MB Tennis. Hope you guys are doing great today. You guys are watching Chasing 13 episode 4 here today. Lots of good stuff to unpack here, and I'm excited for you guys to watch my match today. So in today's episode, we are playing Boston College for our very first match of the season. Boston College is a great Division I school. Obviously, they play in the ACC Conference, which is one of the best, if not the best, conference in Division I tennis. They have teams like Duke, Virginia, Wake Forest, and many other great teams. So this is a great test for us today. It's also very exciting to be traveling to Boston, even though SNU is only 45 minutes away. It's nice traveling there to play a team like BC because Boston has such a rich sports history. You know, they got the Red Sox, they got the Patriots, the Celtics, the Bruins. They have an MLS team. So there's an atmosphere that is nice about playing in Boston. So that's cool as well. But, you know, with all the training going into this upcoming season, the gym work, the on-court stuff we've done with the team, it's time to start putting that to work. But let me warn you guys, college tennis is rowdy, it's loud, so you're gonna hear some come-ons, some yells from the other court. My guy that I'm playing in this video is quite loud, so it's definitely gonna be awesome for you guys to watch, and I'm excited to see what you guys think. All right, so first set, here we go. Opponent, BC serving in play. I get the return in play. And the forehand wide to start it off. I'd like to mention that the courts here were pretty fast. We practiced on some pretty fast hard courts, so it wasn't that much of an adjustment. But with college tennis, you only get an hour to warm up before your match. So that might seem like enough for some people, but like I feel like when you get to a certain level, it's tough. Like you really gotta adjust quickly because if you're playing on fast courts and your opponent's played on them before, then you gotta really like get ready. So this guy, it's his home courts. These are the BC indoor courts. So there was a little bit of adjustment that needed to be made here. A couple long rallies to start this first game. I actually was quite tired after a couple of these points to start off because normally, you know, the first couple of games of the match are generally, you know, big first serve, return to the net, or unforced error, just trying to get used to it, especially with college tennis, you know, having, you don't warm up against your opponent. You go right out there and it's after the doubles, and if you didn't play them in doubles, you don't really know who you're playing. So that's why a lot of the points are a little bit shorter, but like I said, I was a little bit tired. Like this is a long point that just happened. So I was definitely breathing pretty heavy after that one. As you guys can see, my opponent is moving me around pretty good with his forehand. His forehand was very heavy. And definitely did take a few games to kind of get used to. But it was an interesting kind of heavy. Like he could flatten it out, but it was also still heavy. So it was kind of funny and, like I said, a little bit difficult to deal with. That was a beautiful return. I did have a couple of those throughout the match. Not a good return on that one. Now 1-0 for him. My turn to serve. Probably should have hit a forehand off that first one. It's important to hit your forehand off your first serve. This is what I mean. See how like I'm exiting the frame, like he was pushing me back pretty good. Like his forehand was pretty heavy. I start controlling the forehand.
That's a great point by me, able to finish it off, not backing up too much. Sometimes when you play guys that can hit really heavy, you kind of get a little bit too defensive, and that happens to me a couple times in the match, but it's important to kind of stay on your front foot and try to dictate play. Pretty good on this point. That was a big point, let out a huge come on that passing point. So as you guys can see, another great return there, but I hit that pass, I let out a huge come on, and now it was kind of like I poked the bear, because all of a sudden these next few points, he starts letting out some come-ons. And in hindsight, I'm kind of thinking, well, I wonder if I didn't let out the come-on, would these have changed differently? Like, it would have gone differently. Because these next few points, he starts getting pretty rowdy. Good return by him there. And I remember that one. That was just unfortunate. I was surprised he yelled a come on, because he actually shanked the return. As we fast forward, I lost the first set 6-3, and the story of that was just I couldn't really stop the bleeding. And so now we're in the second set, trying to change up my game plan, because like I said earlier, he was kind of pushing me back quite a lot and dictating a lot with his forehand. So I need to be the aggressor. I need to be the one that's putting him under pressure. And if he is pushing me back, hit a heavy one back. So that's what I'm trying to do here in this second set. So yeah, there was definitely a couple points that I was really needing to grind my butt off here, because this guy was not giving me anything for free. His volleys were also very solid too. Definitely a good exchange here, nice point. He's getting me running to my forehand here, hitting that heavy ball. I keep getting it back though, that's what I mean. I was having to run a ton because this guy was hitting so heavy. Back there I go again. And then just nothing I can really do. He was smart, came to the net and closed there. Missed a few first serves, few too many first serves, I say, in the match overall. My serve was pretty good under pressure, I would say, but I felt like if I was able to get more flat serving, that would have been very helpful. I mean, that's helpful for everybody if you can get your first serve percentage up, but definitely something to mention. That's also something, you guys see I'm showing some emotion there. Like, it's important to show some emotion. I'm not the guy that shares a lot, shows a lot of emotion, but when I do, it's really meaningful, and I felt like I did a pretty good job throughout this match of that. Ooh, got lucky in the net court there. He was kind of chirping me actually because I hit a couple net courts, so he was getting kind of mad that I was hitting some net courts. It's a great forehand by him and a good volley as well by him. But yeah, this set was definitely not going my way. Even though I was trying to make some changes to my game plan, he was pretty on fire. And he does get up 5-2, and I was just sitting there getting ready to play that last game, and I'm like, we're not done. Like, I am not done out here. And I was like, I don't know what I gotta need to do, but I think I'm just gonna need to keep fighting, fight even harder. And sometimes that's what you gotta do when you play guys in college, because you don't know their game super well, so it comes down to a fight, really. And So it was 5-2 him, and now I start coming back. So he's serving for the match here at 5-3, and same mentality. Just got to keep grinding. Get every point here. Every point is a big point, so that's why I'm showing some emotion here. A double fault from him. Sorry, a first serve in the net. So when there's first serve in the net, it's a little tight. There's the double fault. So now we're 30 love. And then that's a bad miss from him right there. He definitely didn't like that one, but I'm yelling to come on because I know how important that is. Now I have triple break. And just a little bit not great racket acceleration on that one. I got a little swinging up on that one. But now second serve again. Nice opportunity for me, 15-40. Should return back, neutralize. On the run I am here. Stay there. So now 30-40. Second serve again, opportunity. Like I said, I'm grinding, I'm hanging in there. And another volley pass by him. Nice volley. Deuce point, match point for him right here. And a volley in the net. Throwing some big emotion right there, guys. That was huge. Now we are back on serve. I was able to push it to a tiebreaker. And let's see what happens here. Nice drop shot. Boom. There we are.
Yes! Come on!
Really getting amped up here. That's what I mean. College tennis, you get amped up. And that's why it's so awesome, because you can hear your teammates as well. My opponent here has started struggling with his serve after the 5-2 game, so that was kind of nice. However, he did get up in the breaker, which you guys will be able to see here. Once again, his forehand is definitely working for him here. I'm staying in the point, trying to move it around the best I can, even though it doesn't have a lot of pace behind it, but I was definitely trying to move it to his backhand too as well. I mean, that's his weaker side, so I was trying to see if I can get my backhand and forehand on the ad side to his backhand. Didn't work that well on that last point, but I was pretty nervous on that one just because it was just out, but oh boy. I wish I could have that one back. I was all over the net. I was just telling myself, get tight, get tight, get tight. But another big serve by me there. Hanging on. And now we have switch sides. I believe it is... He hits this one and he goes 5-2 right there. Yeah, this is to go 5-2 in the breaker for BC. Now my serve. Let's see what happens. First serve in the net. That's what I mean. My first serve percentage was not great. Serve and volley, risk play, and it was out. Just missed that. That ball was out by like centimeters. Serve and volley again. Another risky play by me. Out. Hanging on. So he's now serving 5-4 in the breaker. Out. This is what I mean. Like, he was starting to struggle with his serve in the big points, which was nice for me because I was able to get some second serve. See, double fault 5, all in the breaker. Another first serve missed. And that's another double fault. So I was getting pretty lucky with the serving by BC. So now here I am to go to the third set, push it. Another one. Another serve volley to close it out. That was huge to really mess with his rhythm. So I served and volleyed 3 times in a row, my last 3 points. So if something is working in the tight moments, you got to do it. That's one thing to take away from that and for you guys that are watching. So here we go, pushing it to a third. Nice big first serve there. But for people who have played in some long, grueling matches, you push it to the third, you're at the business end of the match, you know your legs are burning. But it's a great feeling, but like when you're trying to serve or return at the start, it's kind of just like, it's almost like you got to get a new feel too. That's another big pass by me right there, that was huge. But you got to get like a feel of like, how are you gonna play it yourself because your body feels kind of crappy. So the first couple games were kind of quick, I felt, just because we were both trying to figure that out. Also, with Division 2 rules, we don't get new balls after every set. That's definitely a perk of playing D1, is we got new balls after every set. So that was pretty cool. Nice change of direction down the line there. He got overruled on that one.
Come on, let's go, come on!
Yeah, he's starting to not play great. I break his serve there. Couple loose forehands, which are not normal for him throughout the match since he was playing the forehand so well. Another good mix-up by me with the drop shot. Start serving pretty well here, hitting my spots, which is very helpful when you're in a tight match, looking under pressure. Another show of emotion. So here I go, fast forward a bit, it's 5-2 in the third set. Here we are, he's serving 15 love. Now at 30 love. And not a great volley by him. He lets me back in this game actually. So here we are at 30-15. Backhand exchange, he goes inside in. He hit that shot really well in this match, inside in too. That's beautiful. Staying alive though, like I said, grinding away here. Nice forehand and out. 30 all point. Second serve, we got a chance here. What do? I just put it in play. And he puts it away with the volley. I could have played that way more aggressive, but I didn't. I was a little too safe. His first serve, he's struggling here. Another second serve opportunity. The slice back. Backhand exchange here. And now it's a deuce point, match point. I choose the ad side and see what happens. And he comes up with the goods. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So here he's going to receive some great coaching. That's the one thing that's nice about having your coach. They can coach, they can come on the court during points, during games, during sets. But while he's talking to him, you guys can kind of listen into him, but you can also listen to me here. I couldn't really do much more than that. So I was definitely thinking about that a little bit going into the games to come because I was just like, I couldn't close it. But let's see what happens here. It is 5-3.
heavier ball.
like I said,
Better off the ground, athleticism.
the BC
I'm sure you
is
think that
definitely
too.
giving
Better than this guy. Why should I
him
be here
some
right
good
now? It doesn't matter. It's
tidbits
a one
here.
step behind. Just get this started, point at a time, okay? And let's hear some energy too, if you want, okay?
I remember that point. I hate how I handled it. I should have came in and taken it out of the air, but I was once again too safe. In these moments, you have to be brave. And I was not being brave on that one. Got lucky with him spraying that one wide, so here we are, 15 all. But yeah, got to be brave. Take balls out of the air. Put them under pressure. Nice serve by him, 30-15 now. And now he's really putting me under pressure. And I kind of start feeling it here. He's serving 40-15 to push me. And he puts it away. And just like that. Another thing to mention though, just as a side note, his overhead was awesome. He didn't miss any overheads. He may have missed like a couple that didn't get on camera, but his overheads were on. This one sucks. Yeah, I felt that one. So if we pause right there, he was able to hold on and take it 7-5 in the third. So we didn't get all the end there for you guys, but he was able to break me to go 5, and then the wheels kind of fell off.
All right, you guys, that's a wrap on the match. Unfortunately, if you made it this far, I was not able to get it, but it sucked having the match point. However, I can take away some good positives from this match. I was very happy with my level. I was happy with how I was showing emotion, and I was happy with how I was able to fight and come back, because he was up 5-2 in the second set, had a match point himself, and then he was also 5-2 up in the breaker. So happy with how I competed, was able to put me in a position to win, and then he just came up with the goods in the end. So there's nothing I could really do about that. Maybe I could handle the end couple of games a little bit better, and that's something I'll be working on for next time. But the team did fall to Boston College, but it's okay. Exhibition match, we got one coming up against Babson College, a very, very strong Division III school, and they are nationally ranked. So we need to bring our A game for them this week, and hopefully I can get some great footage from that match for you guys as well. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. If you have made it this far, thank you. And I'm happy you guys are watching. See you on the next one.